Welcome to Gamebox Daily, my name's Dom and I hope you're all well. Before we get into the video, if you do like this, click that thumbs up button, and if you want more, then hit the subscribe button. It really helps us tailor our content and it's absolutely free to do so, so thank you in advance if you've done this. So, as some of you may know, Rocket League has turned 6 this year. It's gone through some massive changes. We've seen it go from the Steam platform to Epic to a whole new payment model. They've done loads of cool stuff, lots of fancy skins, there's season passes, fantastic game. So, as some of you avid gamers know, the gaming market in terms of the mobile space is absolutely huge, and Rocket League is looking to tap into this. To do so, they're basically launching a brand new game. It's called Sideswipe. And so basically what I've done is I've compiled a list of basic questions that I thought you guys might want to know the answers to. So the first question we're going to answer is this game free? And the answer is yes. It shares the same free-to-play model as the parent game. It's going to be free, so you don't need to worry about opening your wallet to play this. Next question, is it on both platforms? And the answer again is yes. iOS will have its own version and Android will have its own version. Now I tried to have a look in to see if they will be cross-play and you'll be able to do it across both handsets. I couldn't find an answer to this, but my gut feel is again, yes, I think it is. So let's get into the actual meat of the actual gameplay. So how does it differ from the main game of Rocket League? Well, the Rocket League team have obviously sat down and thought about this because we see a lot of mobile provisions of games. They kind of just copy it and they kind of force it on in. This isn't the case. This is actually a slightly different version of Rocket League with kind of like the core concept still at its heart. So in Rocket League, as I'm sure you know, you have a 3D perspective in the third person, you sit behind the car, you're always following it, and you have the big open arena. So in Sideswipe, you're looking at it from a 2.5D perspective, meaning that it's, side-scrolling, similar to that of a Mario game, except there are 3D elements in the background, including that of the car and the ball and the effects, etc. And in terms of gameplay, it's very similar. So you've got the pitch, the ball will start in the middle, you start either side, on go, you rush towards the ball and try and get it into your opponent's goal. Now in terms of goals, there are a couple of differences. So in the main game, you've got a net that you hit it into. In this, you've kind of got a panel at the back and this sits halfway up the wall, which kind of makes sense in the 2D perspective. And the best comparison I can actually think of to this is if you imagine Pong, for those who played it, with like a smaller goal at the back, then this is the similar sort of setup they've gone for. So another thing that I noticed is there weren't actually any speed boosts on the map in terms of collectibles, but what I did spot is that there is a kind of speed ramp on the other side of the map. So either goal has these stripy lines that you can drive up, and I presume that they give you a little bit of an extra boost. Also, there are similar sort of things on the ground floor, so maybe if you run over those they give you a little bit of energy, but this is just me currently speculating. Now, a lot of you, I guess, are also wondering how does the car core mechanics differ from that of Rocket League. So these are only my surmisations, but from what I can see, you can still jump obviously, you can boost, you can spin. I don't know what actually gives you that initial boost, but if you have a look, you can see there's some trail fire coming out the back of the cars. Maybe it's a permanent thing. You can also do twists with your car, so not only can you do forward flips, you can do the typical corkscrew that a lot of players like to do to hit the ball. So it looks like they've really focused on trying to capture the magic of Rocket League while having a mobile provision that is different and fun enough for you to get involved with. Now in terms of players, so how many you can get involved with it, you've got 1v1 which has been confirmed, and there's also 2v2. There isn't, however, any mention of a 3v3 at the moment, and definitely no sign of a 4v4. There are also only a couple of modes that have been spotted. The first of them is the typical football mode, and the other one that they have added in, which kind of makes sense, is the basketball mode, which you can also see. Of course, it wouldn't be a Rocket League game if there weren't cosmetics. They showcased a number of them. There was some bunny ears that made me smile, and it looks like a couple of cars have got different boosts around them. There's also different skins and different car models, so I expect it's going to be lots of purchasables, probably a season pass. I don't know if the two are linked. I'm asking this because basically I noticed that the twin dragons were there coming out for the goal score animation, which obviously was quite pricey on the core game, and I'm wondering if they do a port over to that and you'll have like a connected account. They've also promised an online ranking system, so you can go up the different leagues that you want to play with your friends, and I guess there will be a general mode that you can play with just fun and non-ranked mode in there. And as for anything else, well, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's a Rocket League game with all the core mechanics that everyone loves and can get involved with. So the next big question, and I'm sure a lot of you asking this, is, well, how do I get hold of this? So these are all the details that I have got so far. So if you are in Australia or New Zealand, you can currently at this time get involved in a limited regional alpha test on Android via the Google Play Store. Anyone outside of that, you're just going to have to wait a little bit, but they have promised that there are more betas coming out in the future months. As for me, I absolutely love this. I really think it's a great idea that they've gone for something that's novel to the mobile space and also something that is more likely going to be more fun to play on the mobile, as the 3D controls I can only imagine would be uber janky in terms of playing the full game on a phone. I unfortunately am in the UK, so I won't be able to access the alpha for this, but I will be keeping an eye out. If you do pick up a copy, please let me know what you think of it. Is it fun? Do you recommend it to anyone? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. But as I iterated earlier, if you've enjoyed this video and it's been helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more information, and we'll see you later in the week.